I grew up hearing play it safe, don't reach too high. Keep your feet on the ground, don't question why. Get a job, pay your bills, let the years roll by. And if your dreams start calling, tell them goodbye. Funny how they call it freedom when your path is planned. Every move approved before you even understand. You could spend your whole life living by another hand, then wake up one day wondering who you really am. Yeah. Most people don't fear change when they're painted gold, or a comfortable lie that they've always been told. A warm little cage where they never grow old, trading pieces of their soul just to stay in control. I used to think fear came from the edge of the cliff, from the chance of falling down if I happened to slip. Then I realized the real fear wasn't taking that risk, it was standing in one place wondering what I missed. Cause freedom is scary when there's nobody to blame, no one to point at when you're losing the game. Every scar, every loss, every ounce of the pain comes attached to your choices and carrying your name. That's why people stay stuck where the road feels known. Even if they're unhappy, at least they're not alone. Even if the fire's gone and the passion's been blown, at least they know tomorrow's gonna look like home. The unknown got a reputation that it don't deserve. People treat it like a monster waiting by the curb, but the comfort that you're worshiping can be worse, cause it slowly kills ambition without saying a word. I see people with dreams that can light up the sky, turn them into excuses every time they try. They keep waiting for a moment when the fear would die, not knowing courage only shows up while you're terrified. Nothing guaranteed when you're chasing what's real. No contract, no promise, no protective shield. Sometimes life cuts deep and it refuses to heal, but at least every wound came from something you feel. I'd rather fail on my own than succeed in the cage. Rather write my own story than recite someone else's page. Rather fight through the storm than be safe and afraid, watching years disappear while I quietly age. The truth is the door was never locked in place. The lock was the doubt that you carried every day, or the voices in your head saying stay where it's safe. Building walls out of fear and calling it fate. Then maybe I'll fall, maybe everything breaks. Maybe I'll lose every bet that I make. Maybe the road gets dark and the pressure won't fade, but I'd rather know I lived and died full of one day. So if freedom is scary, then fear's part of the cost. Every dream worth chasing comes with something to lose. Every path worth walking leaves a version that you lost, but the person you become is the thing that you choose. And when it's all over and I'm counting my days, I don't wanna remember all the chances I saved. I wanna look back and say I wasn't afraid to step into the unknown and make my own.